Welcome back to Simply Living It. Welcome if you are new here. Today's video is just a little bit of a chat, if you will, about summer in our home, in our homeschool. What does homeschooling look like for us right now? Are we year-round homeschoolers? Yes and no to all of the things. That's today's video. I also want to share with you a program that we've been enjoying through the summer months. Actually, my younger boys have been enjoying this program, so I want to talk about that in today's video as well, just as another means for like keeping things fresh in their brains. So stay tuned for that. But first things first, I am filming this on a Friday. I am actually getting ready to go pick my two oldest boys up from FCA. They have been at the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the week-long camp that is done about an hour away from where we are located, and it's so awesome. It is an absolute amazing experience. There is absolutely nothing like attending these camps. And I never experienced church camps as a young girl, as a teen. I wish I would have, because I truly missed out. Never felt something quite as life-changing and powerful. Truly, I'm just so grateful for this opportunity. Anywho, I'm super jacked to go pick up my kids and get to hear all about it. So I wanted to share that with you because that's obviously been a huge part of what's been going on this summer for us. So that being said, life has looked so different for us in the course of the last few weeks. Obviously preparing for camp, my boys have summer jobs, so taking them to and from their jobs and all the things. What we have been focusing on in this season that we are in is, yes, of course, the play. Absolutely the play, absolutely the play with friends. Do we take summer off completely? No. We are currently still working through different read alouds, working through a couple history read alouds, as well as some of the fun things that I purchased last year that I wanted to read, but we never got to. So when you hit, like in those summer months, that hot lull in the afternoon, like we've been above the hundreds for I think the last 2 weeks, and that afternoon lull when everyone's just like exhausted, that's the perfect time to sit, to come meet in the living room, snuggle up with a blanket and a popsicle, and let's just read. So as far as curriculum goes, no, we're not doing anything specific as far as language or grammar or any such thing as that right now. I've kind of just put all of that on halt. My kids are still doing, my two oldest are still doing math. I think they have like 15 lessons at this point, something like that. So we're just slowly working through that. And then once they finish that, we will take a good break for, I don't know how long, but everybody's ready for that break. So if you're new here and you're wondering, do we homeschool year round? I would say yes, the learning never stops. Yes, we are always doing something. We are reading together. We are diving into different books. We are learning through adventures and activities, all the things. It never stops. But as far as specific like boxed curriculum type stuff, we definitely do take a breather from that. My youngest, who is going into 4th grade, finished his teaching textbooks math like clear back, I don't even know when it was. It was probably like January. So we went ahead and just moved him to the next math, like the next level, which will be level 4. And he's already started it, and we're just kind of gonna keep going with it. Like, why not? Why? We don't have to have a specific end date and a specific start date to anything in our home. So we are continuing with that slowly and just little by little, but absolutely soaking up summer and camping and play days with friends and all of the things that entails. So we've really, truly been enjoying that. Things have been good over here on our end. I still am slowly picking and sorting out and loosely looking at what I want things to look like. So here in the future, you will be seeing some of my curriculum videos. I will be sharing some of that with you. That will be up and coming. I have all of those types of things to share. I'm not there yet, but be on the lookout for those videos. Click that subscribe button if that is interesting to you. I will be sharing that stuff. I will have an incoming 9th grader, 7th grader, and a 4th grader. So I will be sharing curriculum for all of my babies. That's going to be interesting. And then this fall, we will also be starting driver's training. So that will be something thrown on, and we'll be going back to co-op, which you all know if you've been here a while. So we got a lot of things that are just shifting and adjusting, and it's beautiful, and I'm loving it. I'm loving this season that we are in. I'm diving into a bunch of different books that I've been wanting to read that have been just nourishing my soul, and just allowing me to, if you watched my last video, marinate. I'm just marinating in this right here, right now. So that's really been my focus. Summer plans, we don't have any huge vacations planned. We do have some friends that we are long awaiting a visit from. They come from Washington, and so we will get to spend some time with them this summer. Very much looking forward to that. I think the boys will be working fair again this summer, so we have that going on. Obviously, as you can see, life is blossoming and blooming like it is with all of your lives, I'm sure. It's not we're dropping one to pick up the other, or we're picking up one to let go of the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're doing all the things. We're still reading. We're still doing math on occasion. That's what we're doing. That's what we do here. Life learning, the homeschooling, like 365 days a year, right? Like, essentially nothing ever fully stops. It just looks different in the summer months, and that's great. We're loving it. We get to pick out our calves. If you haven't been following along for a while, I know there are some of you, quite a few of you actually, who are new here. We are not ranchers by nature. I mean, like, we're not cattle ranchers or farmers or any such thing as that. We have backyard chickens. I have a garden. I'm trying my hand at this gardening stuff. It's been a work in progress for a long time. So we've got that going, but we do have 40 acres that very much needs to be grazed and all of the things because of wildfires. So we figured, why not, instead of having other people's cattle graze it, why don't we just have our own? So we purchased 3 Highland calves, and we should be picking those babies out here in the next week or two. Not quite ready to bring them home yet. We need to make sure that they're weaned and healthy from mom and all those things before we bring them home. But I told my husband, we can't take them to the cabin yet because I need to have them in a corral where I can be with them. I want to be able to be around these babies and probably maybe halter train them. I don't know. I'm crazy. I have big ideas and big plans and big goals with all of it. So we'll see how it goes. I will share all of that with you as I can, as time allows. I love sharing all the things that are going on here in our life. And that would be another part of our home, of our homeschool journey. Like, this is it. This is what matters. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to get our hands on those little babies and to pick them out and all the things. It's been a very slow process. I think it was January when this all kind of came out that we were going to do this, and then now we just sit and we wait, right? But I'm being reminded that in the waiting, God is working. In the waiting, He's working. So I just keep reminding myself of that. It might feel like forever. It might feel like the season is never going to end. It might feel like it's never going to happen. It might feel like moving. When is that going to happen? Like, we've been just praying and waiting, and I know whatever God has is going to be so much better than I ever imagined. So marinating and praying and trusting and waiting, right? Waiting. He's working. This I know. So I'm going to cling to that. But that's what's been going on, summer life around here. When it comes to books and what we're doing here in our home, one of the things that I want to share with you in today's video is Night Zookeeper. This is really crazy and random. So I knew nothing about Night Zookeeper. I had not heard anything about it. They'd reached out a couple times via email, and I'm like, I don't know what this is. I didn't really look into it. I didn't really know much about it. Hadn't really heard of it. So they were very persistent, and I finally was like, okay, what is this? Like, I have 3 boys. Maybe this would be something that would be interesting to them. As far as screens in our home, we don't do a lot of screen stuff. My boys don't play games. They don't do online games. They don't do any of that. We have the Gab wireless phone, so there's 0 games, 0 apps, no access to internet whatsoever, and that's the way we choose it to be, and it will stay that way. As long as I have a say in it. So I wasn't quite sure what this Night Zookeeper thing was all about. It's something very different than we've ever done in our home. So it can be a full-on language arts homeschool curriculum. It absolutely can, like English language arts. For us, we're using it supplementary. It's been something like I was talking about, that afternoon lull, that summer lull where everybody comes in and everyone's tired and hot and sweaty and they just need to like decompress for a minute, sit down and read, or hop on Night Zookeeper. It has been funny because, as you'll see, all my boys tend to huddle around each other when they're doing it. So I wasn't sure that my oldest would have any interest whatsoever because he is 14, but he sits right next to his brothers when they are doing their level. And it's pretty funny to watch them. They all are kind of interacting with each other. They're all helping each other out. Night Zookeeper is typing, reading, writing, reading comprehension, creativity, spelling. There are so many things that are engulfed, grammar, that are engulfed in this Night Zookeeper platform, if you will, that have been really surprising and pretty interesting for me to see, because that's not a side that we've ever brought into our homeschool. Like, the most tech thing that we do is teaching textbooks, and that's their math. Other than that, the boys don't spend time on the computer. We don't do games, like I said. So this is a whole nother thing for me, and I really discounted it in the beginning because that's not, we don't really use the computer. We're not into the gaming stuff, right? I've said that, but I really truly, like, I truly mean it. I wasn't sure that this would be something my boys would even remotely be interested in. I was wrong. Obviously, computers are a thing. Games are a thing with kids, right? It's fun. We all enjoy that type of stuff, obviously. So my boys have been enjoying, for the summer months, spending some time doing Night Zookeeper. Now, if you're curious about it, there are a lot of videos here on YouTube. They also have a channel, Night Zookeeper, that you can go check out and watch some of their information as well. They get to write a creative story. So it's creative writing, it's thinking, it's typing, like I said, it's spelling, it's reading comprehension, it's grammar. There's so much that's engulfed into it, which is why it could be, for some homes, a standalone, like, English language curriculum. But for us, we use it supplementary. We've only been using it for about a month and a half, so I don't have a ton of information to build on it because I'm watching my boys play it and kind of seeing how it all unfolds. We are trying it. We are currently using it as part of, like, our summer decompress phase, if you will, because we don't have anything like book work that we're really diving into. So it's a good way for them to just kind of keep some of their skills fresh. And honestly, you guys, I want to tell you that I am the worst at this. I swear every year we're gonna do typing, we're gonna stick it out, we're gonna do typing. We never, ever do. We don't use the computer. The boys don't use the computer. I do, obviously, for work-related stuff and all the things, but the boys don't use the computer. I am the worst at sticking with typing. So I love that it is helping them with their typing. I really, truly appreciate that with their reading. There are quotes that are constantly going along the bottom of the screen as the characters are talking back and forth, and they're having to read that and then type something in response. They're having to spell. There are different spelling challenges. There are new challenges every single week as your child progresses through Night Zookeeper that they're going to be, like, participating in, right? There are also editors that will come in and edit your children's writing. It's been fun, and it's been interesting to see. I didn't think all my boys would be interested in it, and they actually have been. So I was definitely skeptical. I was. And I'm glad that we have added it for the summer months. I think it's a great way, like I said, to keep up on all the things. And it's an unsuspecting way. It's on the computer. It's a game. It's not as daunting as maybe a textbook might be for some kids. So I think it's interesting. My oldest has yet to complete his whole profile and actually sit down and do it himself. But my middle and my youngest have both been sitting at the computer and enjoying it. And my oldest will sit next to them, as you can see, and join in and kind of watch what's going on and take place in it too. So it's been fun. We've enjoyed it. That's something I want to share today. Something we've been doing through the summer in our homeschool, and just an update on life and what homeschool looks like in the summer months for us here at Simply Living It. Again, if you're interested in Night Zookeeper, I have a link in the description box down below. They do have a free 7-day trial, so you don't have to pay anything if you're interested. Again, if you're interested, you don't have to pay a dime. You can try the 7-day trial for free. If you are interested in Night Zookeeper, you can click the link down below and actually save 50% on your subscription. It's right around $12.99 a month. So if you are interested, that link below will save you 50% off your monthly subscription. So that's what I have for you for today's video. If you're new here, thank you for coming to our channel. Thank you for watching our content, all of you who have been here all along. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you're having a wonderful summer, and I will see you in our next video. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon.